welcome back to the channel. I decided that I wanted to make a couple of pies this week. One day this past summer, I made a couple of pies for a special occasion out of one large container of whipped topping. I made 2 cookie pie crusts, and the video for that will be linked in the description box of this video. So if you want to go back and take a look at how I made those. One was a graham cracker pie crust and the other was an Oreo cookie crumb pie crust. The recipe for those are in the description box of that video. Or if you don't want to mess with making pie crust, you can simply purchase an Oreo cookie pie crust or a graham cracker pie crust from your grocery store. And those are really good. I quite often will use those instead of making my own, especially if I am in a time crunch. I also think that you could make these ahead of time and wrap them up well and put them in the freezer for the day that you are assembling the pie. So on to making the pies. So the pies I'm making are a no-bake cheesecake pie and a chocolate cream pie with a ribbon of the cheesecake filling in between 2 ribbons of chocolate pudding. First of all, I am making the pudding for the chocolate pie, and I'm just using a 3-ounce package of instant pudding mix. And so I am opening that up and putting that into my bowl, and then I will whisk it together with 1 3/4 cups of milk. You want to put less milk in this than you would if you were just making pudding as a dessert, so that it will hold up in your pie. It will start to thicken slightly, but will still be pourable. And so I take the Oreo cookie crust that I have and pour half of this mixture into the crust. And then now I am just going to set it aside for a few minutes while I work on the cheesecake pie and get the other components ready for the rest of the layers of this pie. In a bowl, I am adding 3 packages that are 8 ounces each of cream cheese that has been softened to room temperature. You can add 4 packages of cream cheese if you would like a stronger cheese or cheesecake flavor. I'm now adding 3/4 cup of white granulated sugar. 2 capfuls, which is 2 teaspoons of vanilla. Whip on low speed with an electric hand mixer or in a KitchenAid stand mixer, and then increase the speed to high and let it whip until it's nice and creamy. Then I am going to turn off the mixer and add all of the Cool Whip or whip topping, whatever brand you get, or if you decide to whip your own cream. I'm adding all of that but 1 or 2 cups to the mixing bowl, and then I will mix it a little bit with the mixer, and then it's best just to get in there with a spatula or a spoon and just mix it by hand to get all of that cream cheese mixture from the bottom. The 1 or 2 cups of whipped topping that you have left will be the topping for the chocolate pie. So now I am just filling the pie shells.
What are you making me?
Cheesecake pie.
Woohoo! Cheesecake pie, buddy! I thought my birthday was last week.
It's your anniversary.
Oh, that's right.
It says anniversary pie.
You don't need to bake these pie crusts, but I did, and they are cooled. If they are not cooled completely before you fill them, then you run the chance of the filling melting in the pie crust. So here is the cheesecake pie, and so I filled that, and then now I am putting a thin layer of the filling onto the chocolate pudding pie. So as you can see, this made quite a lot of filling, almost so much that if you were using the store-bought prepared pie crusts as they come in a smaller pie tin, you could probably get 3 pies out of this recipe. Maybe I'm wrong. Comment below if you agree or disagree with me. The chocolate pie is in a 9-inch pie plate, I believe, and the cheesecake pie is in a 10-inch pie plate. I added the rest of the chocolate pudding to the chocolate pie that has the ribbon of cheesecake in it, and now I am topping it with the rest of the whipped topping, which was actually quite a bit. I don't remember having as much left when I made these in the summer. And now just putting plastic wrap on these so that I can put them in the refrigerator for at least 4 hours. I still have a huge mess left from dinner, and I need to finish these pies off, and so that my guests can have pie before they leave. They need to leave. And so I am quickly getting this together. And there are a few things that I could have done to make this look cuter or more appetizing or more magazine worthy, but I just wasn't thinking of it at the time. You can add mini chocolate chips to the chocolate pie or chocolate sprinkles. The cheesecake pie will have cherries on it. I opened some cherry pie filling. Or you could put strawberry jam or strawberry sauce or syrup or raspberry sauce or jam or syrup on top of it. or you could even drizzle it with caramel, or an apple pie filling with caramel sauce on top, drizzled on top, might be really nice. Or you could put blueberry or peach pie filling on top of this if you wanted to. My family likes the cherry pie filling, or sometimes if I don't have that, I will serve my strawberry freezer jam with it, and they like that also. The chocolate pie was quite soft as I served it up. The next day it had firmed up a little bit, and it sliced and served up a little nicer the next day. These had been in the refrigerator for probably close to 4 hours when I served them up, and that's what the recipe calls for, to have them set up in the fridge for 4 hours, but I think the chocolate pie could go closer to 5. So if you make these in the morning and keep them refrigerated, or you could probably even put them in the freezer until you serve them. I will type out these recipes and leave them in the description box. Also, if you'd like additional recipes, check my playlist for pies. Thank you so much for joining me. Please like and subscribe. Goodbye.